Yo, it's your boy Obli, and this is What If Naruto was a Hatake slash Hyuga. Before we get into this what if, you should subscribe to this channel. It would only take a second. You can always go back on your claims and unsub when my channel gets inevitably trashed. So, let's get into it.
Slick talker since a jet. Winter time, all the time, ooh, yeah. Look at the way that I move, swag. Disrespectful and I'm rude, okay. I had cocaine in the school. Winter one hell of a kid. I am smoking gas, jogging mid. I'm lit. What you doing? I done did. I swear. Slick talker since a jet. Finesse. I know that this what they want. Facts. Run up some money, I'm gone. I'm out. I'm the truth like Ron. Killing. Sipping lean and saying one. I did it. I taught myself to finesse. For real. I taught myself how to judge. For real. Being broke was no fun. No way. Winter time, all the time. Winter time, all the time.
We start this off with some background info. In order for this to happen, Minato would have to be the older brother of Kakashi, and Kakashi would have to have a little brother, which would be Naruto. But Kushina is a half Uzumaki, half Hyuga, which would make Naruto a part Hyuga and Kakashi a part Hyuga with a Sharingan that is a Hatake at the same time. So yeah, it is what it is. So Minato and Kushina would die during the Nine-Tails attack. The Nine-Tails would pierce both of them with its claws. But at the last second of Minato's life, Naruto would have the Nine-Tails sealed into him. And ever since then, Kakashi has been fucking taking care of Naruto. You know? So pretty much, once Naruto would grow up to the age of 6, when he can actually the academy, so pretty much now Kakashi can join the Anbu, but he's not gonna do any night missions because then Naruto will be home and he's gonna have to be taken care of. So Naruto will go to the academy, come back, and like an hour later, Kakashi would come back from like a mission. So pretty much that's how life would be. And Naruto would just, train with Kakashi for a little bit. And during their training, Naruto would get a little cocky, pretty much, being himself. He would, think that he could win easily, and he would get severely bodied. And, during the, intense training in the spar with Kakashi, Naruto, at the age of 6, would pretty much get his first glimpse of the Byakugan. So pretty much, it would all of a sudden activate as Kakashi, like, what the fuck? He's like, Byakugan, hold up. As pretty much, Kakashi would actually have Byakugan during the Third Great Ninja War, actually. So he would get it around then, where he would get his Sharingan. So pretty much, he would activate his Byakugan, and they would pretty much start going at it with kunai. Kakashi being, faster than him. He's gonna have to, finish this up because he can't be using the Byakugan because, that's gonna take a lot out of him. Like, the Byakugan and the Sharingan at the same time, imagine that, bro. Like, you would get severely bodied, but he's not using the Sharingan, so yeah. Pretty much, Naruto would try to attack Kakashi. He would kind of get into the same taijutsu battle that Sasuke and Kakashi got in. Yeah, he's over that level actually. So Naruto would actually, do a one-hand clone, because he's really just that good. He would do a one-handed clone, and the clone would pretty much poof from his back and throw a shuriken, but the shuriken would turn into another clone, and it would perform pretty much a bootleg baby version of a Chidori. It's not really anything special. It's not strong. It can only stun you for a little bit. And his is really small and it actually disappears, but it actually gets thrown like Boruto's Rasengan. So Kakashi would think, hold up, is it gone? But chakra sense, he can just pretty much, I forgot how the Byakugan works, so I'm pretty sure you'll know where the chakra is. So you see the chakra points. So he knows that the chakra is being thrown at him. So he would dodge it and he would kick at Naruto. Naruto, realizing this with the 360 view of the Byakugan, he would pretty much use Earth Jutsu to cut off his leg. Not literally cut off his leg, but just stop it from hitting him. So pretty much as soon as he would kick, and it would just hit the rock that came up, and Naruto would just flip right over it. Then he would just like flip on it, then jump up and do a fireball jutsu. As Kakashi, he would have to do like a mud style and fucking go into the ground, just hole into the ground at that point. Naruto landed to the ground trying to find Kakashi's chakra signature, and clones of Kakashi are being made. Kakashi's not really trying, just so you know. It was just a really dragged out fight. So pretty much Kakashi and a clone would come out on both sides, and Naruto would obviously know which one. But no, he actually wouldn't know, because he just now is using it. He would just feel like, these two are not the same. Like, their chakra signatures, they're not exactly the same. So he can actually tell a slight difference, but he wouldn't know anything about it, because he never been taught about the Byakugan, because he never had it up until this point. So Naruto would pretty much place a sill on the ground. Not even Kakashi knows what's going on. So he actually backs up. He's like, what the fuck? And the sill deploys a clone that cannot be seeable by the Byakugan. Like, the chakra signatures cannot be seeable by the Byakugan. So if they're like actually seeable, like above ground, then you would know that's a clone. But it has no chakra signature. It's not going to be using chakra. So it's like a hollow clone, basically. It's not 100% supposed to be a clone of him. So yeah, pretty much it would be a hollow clone jutsu. And Naruto, he would charge chakra into the cell, which it's lightning release. So he would charge it into there, and it's pretty much a full body of lightning, as it would pretty much make the whole battlefield a lightning fucking zapper. So all the clones of Kakashi are being zapped through the ground that are above ground, and Kakashi, the only thing he would actually be able to do is to use his fucking jutsu that can absorb other lightning jutsu. It's a lightning jutsu that can absorb other lightning jutsu and just stack them. And Kakashi, just to get rid of that powerful technique that he doesn't even know about, he would just place his hand on the ground and just take all of that lightning chakra and just zap it up into the air. Basically just Shazam the air. And pretty much Naruto is amazed by the level of power that he has. And this battlefield was not big. It's basically just their fucking backyard. So pretty much it's like a little black backyard type training place. So it's not that big. The jutsu was powerful, but it didn't have like a big radius, because we couldn't give him like an overpowered jutsu like that. So pretty much Naruto, being totally exhausted, he would pretty much fall out. And Kakashi, he would at least get Naruto inside the house before he would, fall out too. Because, it was a good fight. Like, the reason why Kakashi really fell out is not because, like, the chakra usage that he was, like, going at. He wasn't really using that many jutsu. He used a shadow clone and one lightning attack. in fucking Mudjutsu. It was really just the fucking Byakugan draining his chakra. Like, he doesn't really use the Byakugan that much. He used it in the war, and he got traumatized, so he never wanted to use his Sharingan. Especially, he didn't really use his Sharingan until like fucking like a while after the war, pretty much. Like during the Minato fight, that's when he started using his Sharingan again. So, but ever since then, he was not trying to use the Byakugan for real. So pretty much, you know, it is what it is. So I decided to time skip the next 6 years. Naruto has improved in his jutsu, taijutsu, with the training of Hyuga and Kakashi together. So pretty much, he has learned a lot. And his greatest rival, Sasuke. And Sasuke has not only learned a lot with his, trainer. No, actually, Sasuke is actually getting trained. Since Sasuke was 8, he has been getting trained by, fucking Danzo, pretty much being prepared to be an Anbu because he doesn't want to take his Sharingan. He's gonna put him in the Anbu, then be like, oh yeah, he fatally died. Then he will take the Sharingan. He can't just take his Sharingan while he's alive in a village and everybody would notice because, he's Sasuke. He's literally like the most famous person other than the Hokage and like a couple other Jonin. So pretty much, Sasuke, he's Sasuke, but he's just in the Anbu. He learns a lot more jutsu than he would ever know in canon. So pretty much, Hiruzen would pretty much, beg to differ that Sasuke should be in a Genin team. And, Danzo was like, okay, fuck it. There's no reason to put him in the Anbu now. Because, he's gonna need some type of fucking experience to keep him alive long enough. So it won't be a fucking instant death. Because, even with the jutsu we taught him, even with all that training, he don't have no experience. Them Anbu ain't gonna kill him. He's not actually facing anything. He hasn't even been outside in fucking years, basically. Like, Sasuke, he's already passed the fucking graduation exam before anybody else. Like, he's just not becoming a Genin because he's doing Anbu training, which he's not became an Anbu yet. So pretty much, it is what it is, He would come back for that final day, and the fangirls would finally, be satisfied with Sasuke being in the class after literal 4 years. So pretty much, Naruto, he was friends with him right before the attack, and he actually did train with Kakashi just a little bit. It wasn't really anything. It was just him, Naruto, and Kakashi. Well, Naruto and Sasuke were just fucking around because they're like 6. They're not really doing anything. They're just chilling. But still, he used to be friends with Sasuke, but now he's not because Sasuke, one, he went emo and he wants to kill everybody. And 2, the Anbu took him, so Naruto never really had a chance with his academy, his training with Kakashi, and all the time was pretty much consumed by everything that Naruto would do. So he would never actually get a point in he would never actually get a chance for him to even talk to Sasuke. So it is what it is. Naruto will see Sasuke, but he know that Sasuke ain't gonna talk to him. So the teams get announced. It's Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura, and pretty much everything would go as per normal. they'll get to their rooftop, and Kakashi would ask, the most big burning question: what are your goals and aspirations? And Naruto would answer, to become the strongest ninja and to eventually become the Hokage. Which, he said eventually because he knows he's gonna, take time. He already, gets attention from Kakashi, because Kakashi, he has to be taking care of him and training him all the time. And pretty much, Naruto's not like no scrub. People don't be bullying him because, they know that Kakashi, the Jonin, pretty much, like, either you can argue that he's the strongest or the second strongest Jonin in the whole fucking shit. So ain't nobody messing with Naruto. So ain't nobody trying to bully him, because Kakashi will pull up. He will give you that fucking rim tight beat, just to put a whole hole for your heart, bro. So pretty much, it is what it is. Run up, get done up. So pretty much, they ain't trying to fucking bully Naruto, because they know that Naruto and Kakashi are the brother of the fourth Hokage. So yeah, it is what it is. Kakashi's just like a lot stronger than this. And by this time, he's gotten used to using the Sharingan and the Byakugan at the same time. Like, he can use it at the same time. And pretty much, it is what it is. Everything goes as per normal after Kakashi would explain the bell test to him. And Kakashi's definitely making sure that Naruto don't eat breakfast. And it is what it is. They would all get to the training camp. So pretty much, Naruto and Kakashi would arrive late. Naruto, knowing that Kakashi was gonna get there pretty late, he just said, I might as well just fucking sleep, eat, and just come back. Because, Kakashi was at Obito and Rin fucking grave for like 2 hours, just crying all day. Like, that's what I imagined. I don't know why I just started imagining him crying for no reason. But he's an anime character, so they gotta be crying at least 10 times a day. So pretty much, it is what it is. Naruto would get there just a few minutes before Kakashi, so he can be like, oh yeah, I was here a long time ago. So pretty much, Kakashi would get there, and he would explain the bell test again, and it would start, and they would all go into the bushes. Naruto would get Sakura and tell her the plan, as Sakura already has good chakra control. So I'm gonna give Sasuke water release, and I'm gonna give Sakura her own release. So pretty much, it's gonna be something that only, Sakura and her family can do. It's pretty much a Kake Genkai that they only got. And it's a jutsu that it's pretty much a whole release that gives you telekinesis. And it is what it is. So, Sasuke actually has like a sword and shit, so it is what it is. Sasuke, Naruto, and Sakura would all run out. Sakura with her telekinesis keeping Kakashi bound, and pretty much Sasuke would be going for the kill, as Kakashi literally told him to, as his fucking, he would just come up and try to do like a spin kick and just slice. But Sakura, she's not gonna be, she can't kill nobody right now, bro. She's not a ninja, bro. Like, she can only do her telekinesis shit, and that's really it. Other than the big brainness and the fucking chakra control. Like, she's not willing to kill nobody yet, especially not the sensei. So pretty much, she pretty much telekinesis him to the right, so he gonna get hit and drop him. And Kakashi, he's kind of thankful, but that's literally not the point of the whole thing. So yeah, Sasuke getting mad, he's slicing out Kakashi, but Kakashi would actually break the sword. And little did he know that sword just came fucking back, like it just regenerated. And he's like, the fuck? And yeah, it actually gets like way bigger and longer. And Sasuke pretty much uses a jutsu, and this jutsu allows him to fly. And yeah, pretty much he has a tsunami of waves. Not really, like, it's not too big. It's like a medium slot. That's still a tsunami though. Okay, it's just gonna be like a water dragon with like 3 other water dragon heads. So pretty much with it's water behind it. So yeah, Kakashi, he's gonna flip back and he's gonna pull up a mud wall. And yeah, he's gonna go into the bushes after that. And he's gonna go into a tree. So yeah, he puts up the mud wall and goes into the tree, where Naruto would get bamboozled by the trick, but that's actually a clone. And the bells would drop, and before Kakashi would get down there to take it, the real Naruto would pretty much scream out to Sakura to use telekinesis on her, because she's actually in the bushes hiding her presence. So pretty much she would use the telekinesis as soon as Kakashi would be in like the air. So midway in the air, he's stuck, and Naruto would take the 2 bells, and he would pretty much throw them over the Sasuke, like near Sasuke, and the water would just pick it up and just give it to him. And yeah, he would just give it to Sakura, and Kakashi would be dropped, and he would say that they pass. But yeah, okay guys, that's where I'm gonna leave this one off though. It is what it is.